Hi everyone, and welcome to today's video. And in this video we are going to be showing how to be creating basic Express route. And in the last video we defined the folder structure, so we are going to be creating basic Express route in this video, which is what we call CRUD operation. And this is just the beginning of it, and how you are going to be creating all these routes to get us, or maybe submit, or maybe delete, or maybe edit. So first of all, you can create a folder and make sure you have Express installed, because we are requiring Express in our index.js file. So we have const Express to require Express, and then after requiring Express, we can just make sure we do const app and set it to be equals to Express and invoke the Express. That's just perfect. I believe if you have been following along from the previous tutorial, you know how to get this done easily. So, and then let's go ahead. After this, we can just say hub.use to make sure we are using the express.json file. So to make sure our response is in a JSON format. So all these are what you need to make sure they are in place to be able to get better responses you want. And the last thing I want to do for now is to make sure the app listens to a particular port, because we will make sure we are running our server on one particular port. So before then, I want to create a port, and I'm just going to do it manually for now. In the maybe next coming video, we are going to make sure we learn how to do it dynamically. So I will just set the port to, let me set it to 5000. So you will be able to see it through port 5000, and then I can be able to just call the port, since I've already declared the port out there, separate it with comma, and then pass in another callback function inside there. So it will be able to just maybe console log something on the console to be able to see if my application is running perfectly as I wanted. And then great, and I might just want to say app listening on particular port, but I just don't want it to be hard coded. Also, I want it to be dynamic, since I've already declared the port outside there. So I can just set it to template string instead of using the single quote. I can make it to be template string, so I can dynamically set app listening on that particular port I have outside there. And then I can just do it like this using the $sign and curly braces, and that's good for now. And by this, if I run my application, I'm expected to see app listening on that particular port I declare. So that means my application is running perfect. So let me say node index.js, and you can see app listening on port 5000. That's to confirm that my application is running perfectly and no anything that's stopping it. And good. For now, what we are going to do is to do the first route, which is the get route. So as you know, in an application, it's either we are getting something, or sending something, or deleting something, or editing something. So the get route is for getting something from the backend. So let's say we are getting nothing for now, but let's say app.get in home directory, and we pass in another callback function which have the parameters of request and response. And then I can be able to just ask it to do something. What I want it to do, I can just ask it to just send me some basic message, nothing much. Response.send. I will tell it to just do response.send, and I will just make sure it's just send me simple text, maybe hello world, and that's cool. So that means whenever somebody goes to the home directory, which is just a single backslash, is going to respond with hello world. And let's kindly see how it is working now. If everything is working fine, you can see we are using the get request, so which means we want to get this message from the backend already. So trust me, whenever we start learning about database, you are going to see more how this is done. But for now, this is just a basic one. So let's cancel this in our terminal. Let's terminate it with Ctrl+C and run it again with using the node index.js. So, and we can see our app is running successfully, no any error. So let's go to our browser, and after going to our browser, we can just type localhost. Guess what? Localhost 5000, because we are running on the port 5000. So we can just type localhost of 5000, and we are expected to see hello world at the home directory. So let's check it out. I believe on your own computer also everything will be running fine, except if you did any mistake or maybe you have a typo. You can see we're having our hello world at the home part. So let's do one more get request, so to be able to see it one more time, and we are going to just change the route to maybe, instead of being at the home, I want to change it to maybe about. So when somebody goes to slash about, he's not supposed to see hello world, maybe he's supposed to see hello about. And you can change it to anything you want. Feel free to play with the code, and this is part of the learning, and you did not expect me to show you everything already. So we have node index.js. Again, because you need to rerun your development server before everything will work fine, else you won't be able to see any differences. So we go to the slash about, and you can see I'm seeing hello about. Make sure anytime you do any changes, you terminate the server and rerun it again using Ctrl+C to terminate, and node index.js to run it again. So that's when you are going to see exactly the changes you have made recently. And in the future, we are going to be using MERN to make it more better, so we won't be rerunning it again. So now the next route is post. So that means this is the one that will be sending data from the client side to the server side. But we are just going to define the route now and maybe do example, but we are not going to test it. So in the next video, you are going to learn how we are going to test it using Postman, and also I'm going to guide you through how to test them using Thunder client. So it's not necessary you are going to be using Postman. Maybe sometimes we go ahead and use Thunder client also to test the endpoint. So, and then in the next video, we are going to discuss about a lot of routes, including the editing, that is put and also delete. So we can just say const declare some what are we expected to be getting from the client side. So what are the information the clients are supposed to send. So since I just named the route to be signing, we're expected to be seeing something like username. So username is supposed to be passed to us, and also password. So client is supposed to enter username and password from the request.body. So that means from the user's endpoint. And then we can just response.send. And this is the first time we are using the request. You can see from request to body. So don't worry if you did not understand much of it now. Don't worry, in the upcoming video you are going to see a lot of examples explaining this. So it's going to send us login success. That's all for now. So this is how post requests look like. And the reason is we are going to be getting this information. The username, the password are going to be sent to us from the client. And if everything works fine, it's going to just tell us login success from the response. See you in the next one. Bye bye.